episodes left. I hate to see it come to an end. We find out where Agnes comes from. They teach us her background. Turns out her sisterhood tried to kill her off, but she said, psych, and decided to take all their powers. And then the main girl of the group tries to kill her because she's like, hey, yo, you forgot I'm really strong too. But the Agnes was like, no, honey, no, you just got that mixed up. She killed her, and then we find out where the brooch came from. She took it off the main girl's dead body, probably, just to have it as a little flash of saying, hey, look at this. That's how she flexes, you know what I'm saying? That's how she flexes. She's like, yo, I killed you. I'm going to take your brooch and wear it. So Agnes is interrogating Wanda because she's trying to figure out how she did it. Wanda tells her she doesn't know. I didn't agree with Agnes throwing Wanda into the wall like that. That seemed like that really hurt, throwing her around like a rag doll. Anyway, so she takes Wanda into this, like, I guess you could say like another dimension, because she just opened the door and just straight up went into somewhere else. And I mean, that's how dimensions work.
It's science.
The first place Agnes takes us is when Scarlet and Pietro were small, back when they were living in their hometown. We see their parents for the first time, which is really heart-touching. Her dad pulls out a suitcase filled with DVDs, and we learn that Wanda got her inspiration from when she makes her own show from when she was a kid, because as you can see, there's Malcolm in the Middle, there's I Love Lucy, I Dream the Genie, Who's the Boss, the Addams Family. So now we know where she got everything from. And then a big explosion happens. I didn't see that coming. That really scared me. So we see a missile on the ground. It says Stark Industries. We already knew that Wanda and Pietro didn't like Stark, but it just clarifies what happened. You can see from when Wanda was younger, she was going to do something because she has her hand out. But then before we can see, Agnes pulls her out from under the bed, and then she asks her, oh, how long were you guys stuck? And she says, well, we were stuck here for days. And then she's like, well, not really, because look, and you weren't really that stuck. You're just under her bed. And then so Agnes is trying to make Wanda feel like she was playing the victim card, but you can't really do that to her because look how little they were. I mean, come on, you're telling me that wouldn't traumatize you? So it's like, man, Agnes needs to like back up. The second location Agnes takes us is the Hydra base, where Scarlet was volunteering.
It's all right, darling. I'm a volunteer fireman.
To, change the world, as she said. But then you see that they make her walk out into a secured area because they're like, yo, all the other test subjects have died. So they're like, yo, let's protect us, know what I'm saying? What I want to know is how come when she sees the Tesseract and then the stone from the Tesseract comes out, and then obviously you can see it's the blue one, how come it turns into the Soul Stone, the one that Vision has? But then when she looks into the Soul Stone, how can we see like practically a form of Scarlet Witch coming down to her before she can pass out? But then when she passes out and they're wondering what happened to her, they see on the tape that there was really nothing there. That means only she saw it then. So maybe the stone was speaking to her, saying, this is what you're going to become in the near future. They show us when Wanda went to the sword base to retrieve Vision's body. Now I know how Wanda knew Mr. Hayward, because they already met. Mr. Hayward shows Wanda what they're doing to his body and how they're trying to make him into a weapon. But the only thing that really strikes me is that Wanda doesn't even take the body. But yet, you have Mr. Hayward showing us footage that Wanda did take the body and how she broke into the base, which was not even true. So Mr. Hayward made Wanda look like a bad guy. So that means Mr. Hayward already has some things up his sleeve. So is he working for someone higher than him? Maybe there's another bad guy coming into play. After Wanda leaves the base, she goes to Westview. You can see all the citizens that are living there. Wanda pulls up to the lot where her and Vision are going to create a life together. She breaks down and everything comes pouring out of her. And now we see how she made her own little world and came from within. You see that it's literally pouring out of her heart. From all the shows that she watched as a kid, all the way up to Vision, it was everything that she loved. It came from her soul. And that's why Agnes has been trying to figure out how Wanda did it this entire episode, because that's one thing Agnes is lacking: love, a true soul. I mean, look, Agnes has Wanda's kids on the leash as if they're perros. Then Agnes tells Wanda that she's Scarlet Witch, like she's trying to turn her bad. Wanda
has jealousy and envies coming from her enemies.
With the end credit, we see what Mr. Hayward's been playing around with. Vision's dead body. We finally see the finished product. Looks pretty sleek. I'm digging the all white. He looks very different, especially around the head. Vision went from having the soul stone in the middle of his forehead to having a white triangle. So are Vision and Vision 2.0 going to have a throwdown or something? Or is he trying to send Vision 2.0 to go kill a Wanda? Or maybe Wanda can do something to where she puts Vision's soul into this new body so he can be free from the hex.